imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine.
My name is WILEY.
And I'm Adeana CARR.
My sister is called Outside Normal.
Outside Normal is a story of a surgery Will had and some of the struggles he faces on a daily basis. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Relax, Neat.
We're having people over for a head shaving party. We don't want them to think Will is in a dirty house.
We thoroughly cleaned the house 2 days ago. And besides, we have known these people for a long time. The important thing is for William and his bedroom, particularly his bed and head, be as sterile as possible the night before the operation.
Not one.
What are you looking at? I remember a story I heard. It was an old story. Maybe people can relate to it now, because there is so much inside to entertain. In this story, a boy had his face pressed against a rain-streaked window, looking for a break in the clouds. When the mother says, "I need to clean the window now," the boy doesn't turn his head. He just keeps searching the skies. Inside holds nothing for him. Whenever the boy at the window tries to help, he always makes a mess, and his efforts are met with disapproving looks, or worse yet, pity. I remember at one point his mother asked him if he was a duck, because only ducks are outside in this weather.
I'm not good. I am not. People thought I was. People want I want the people make movement. I that.
You know the story? I am a duck. People talk and I quack. People run and I waddle. People make smooth, graceful movements and I peck.
I'm not really happy, but
I am mostly a happy duck.
do you remember when I won't open road?
At least part of it. I am happiest when I am on the open road. The truck stops as our watering holes. Everybody there is a traveler. They're either going from somewhere or to somewhere. Sometimes they're just going. I love it when I'm 100 miles from anywhere. The windows are down, wind is in my face, with the sound of the wheels under my feet. I feel, I don't know, maybe normal.
You two, stop your gabbing. People will be coming soon. Got to be ready. Tomorrow is the big day. We've been waiting 2 years for this surgery.
Relax. We put the shaving kit together yesterday, and besides, I am not aware of any certain dress code for head shaving parties. If you want, I can get our version of the barber chair out in the middle of the living room and get some towels. If it keeps raining, we can just sweep all the hair off the floor.
Don't be silly. It won't rain forever. I'm still hoping we can go out on the deck like we planned. I think I heard a car door. Come on in. Carol, I'm so glad you braved the rain.
It's East Mihnea. I won't be going much longer.
That's what I was telling Wade. I'm hoping we can go out on the deck. Excuse me, I need to check some things in the kitchen.
That's fine. I'm going to talk to the man who'll be out. How are you doing, Will? I can't believe you're a big high school student now. It's been so long. How do you like Winnetonka?
It's great. It's easier to be a duckling than a duck.
I'm glad you like it.
Mom, Carol and I are going out back to check the weather in the deck.
You're right. The rain seems to be letting up.
It should be over any time now.
Is he okay? And what did he say?
It is better to be a duckling than a duck. I think he means growing up is hard. People at school have been pushing him to start planning out his future, and he thinks that it's code for accepting his limitations. He wants to stay in as many mainstream classes as possible. He doesn't like being isolated with kids with disabilities. He doesn't want to end up, well, separated.
I think I can understand. I've been going through many transitions with my own kids as well. Jimmy is a senior in high school when he just went off to college. They're different in so many ways. Their skill sets and interests are very different. But the questions they face are similar. Unfortunately, Whitney knows what she's about and Jimmy doesn't have a clue.
Thinking about the future can be scary. Will is at an age where your whole world expands. You start trying to figure out your place in the grand scheme of things. Relationships change, what adults expect of you, what you expect of you is different. It can either be exciting and fulfilling, or it can be filled with loneliness and despair.
It's always both, don't you think? I mean, it's all a matter of degree, and degree means everything. Perspective is also very important, and interprets that degree to a large extent. I didn't expect my husband to pass away years ago, and neither did he. Should I be grateful for the time we had together, or mourn over his loss and the time we didn't get to spend? I am thankful for the most part. Don't get me wrong, but, well, I do have my share of things. When you're old parents like me and your father, you'll understand. The sun will shine and the rain will fall. Rain that days of light. But today's a good day. Will's been waiting a long time for this surgery, and the rain has finally stopped.
Wait, come here. Look and see who's here.
Well, I'll be. It's Hardcore Sherry.
You're the only one who has ever called me hardcore.
I just call him as I see him.
If you remember, my husband's a ref on the weekend, so I hear that a lot at home.
I remember, but he doesn't call you hardcore.
Definitely not. He doesn't call me a woman either.
I'm so glad you came, and I apologize for waiting.
That's totally fine. I've been keeping up with Will the past couple years on Facebook, and I saw you guys were having a shaving party, and decided it'd be a good idea to come see him.
So glad you did.
So, woman, how have you been doing? You want to come out on the deck with me and Sherry?
So he walks.
He does. He has a walker he uses at school and sometimes when he's with his mother. But we usually leave it at school during the week.
I remember I started working with Will when he was 2, when he was about 6, starting kindergarten. I still remember the very first thing you said to me.
That's probably not good.
You said, if you don't think he can walk, I respect your opinion because it's shared by many. But we need to work with someone who thinks he can. And I said, shared by many, you mean everyone but you. And you said, me and I remember I looked at you and said, how do you know what Will thinks?
And I answered. I said, just work with me and Will a while. And you said, no, it's my job to work with you and Will. You wanted me to know who was the boss.
You always making some kind of device because you were convinced that being mobile was not only important physically, but also for cognitive development. You would order something, it would take weeks and weeks to get here. You could be patient, but waiting, not really your thing. So you would jury-rig something together. You know, working with you two was quite an experience. I think Will is the toughest, hardest working kid I've ever been around. Is he still that way?
He still works hard, but not like he used to. At least, not with me. It started to change during middle school. He still works hard, but he doesn't have that same fanatical determination that used to define him.
He's bigger now. Falling down hurts more and it means more. There are other people in his life now. You're not the only voice that matters.
That's true. He was talking to me about the wheelchair debate. He said he's glad he listened to you and me. We were against it. He said it would have been easy to sit down and not get up.
I remember we talked about the pros and cons of a wheelchair, but I don't remember it being a big issue.
Well, it became one, right after you quit working with him. I knew what you would think. You thought we should use it because it was useful during lunch and would replace the need for a corner chair in school, but that it should be left there and not used at home. It was a good compromise. We were both pretty much equally happy. Or maybe unhappy would be more accurate.
Glad I could help. Tell me what he thinks about walking.
You pretty much nailed it. Will said, "It is easy to knock me over, and when someone does, we are both frustrated and sorry." But that's not the worst thing. The biggest thing is that I'm slow and can't keep up. He said it's the same way with his speech. It's difficult to understand him, and even if they can, it takes him a long time to say something, especially if he gets tired or excited. To quote him, the funny thing is, the way I talk, the way I move, the way I walk, it makes me seem dumb. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it must be a duck. But the truth is, I spend most of my time dumbing things down so I can be understood. He describes it as always being outside looking in. He says, sometimes I'm brought in. That's different than being in. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate those times. He finished by saying, you can't expect the outside world to slow down. So most of my friends are adults, the ones that don't mind going slow.
We better go in now.
We don't have to. Everyone's coming out.
Everyone is asking him about the operation. Wait, you want to explain it?
Sure. I talked to Dr. Alberts earlier today, and we've decided to put in 3 leads instead of 2 to address both the dystonia and the chorea. One involves uncontrolled movements and the other muscle tension. Why don't I let Wiley explain it?
Well, if you go to EdHead's website, edheads.org, you can play a simulation of DBS. That's short for deep brain stimulation on a Parkinson's patient. It's actually really interesting. First, they drill 3 pilot holes into your head so they can screw down the tower that's used to place the leads. Then the surgeon makes the appropriate amount of incisions and places the leads. Then Will needs to be awake for this part. They jumpstart the system. That's so they can test out his movements to see if they're happy with the placements. If they are happy, they stick the wires behind his ears so they can come back in a couple of weeks and stick 2 generators under his clavicle. About a week after putting in the generators, they turn them on for real. Now, in a case like Will's, it takes months to truly see how successful the operation was. In Parkinson's patient, the results are much more immediate.
Will, why don't you come sit down and say a few words?
I am in a very good life so far. Made about the people that are here and others that are not. I am blessed.
I've had a pretty good life so far, made possible by the people that are here today and others that are not. I am blessed.
I know that some people can be mean, but they don't mean it. I'm not always kind.
I know that some people can be rude, most do it unintentionally. I'm not always kind.
Then no, there are times I get motivated to laugh and act inappropriately. But I wonder if you know I get tired and scared.
Dad knows there are times when I get frustrated, mad, and act inappropriately. But I wonder if he knows I get tired and scared.
When even the simple steps of life are an obstacle to be overcome, it is not to constantly think of yourself.
When even the simplest tasks in life are an obstacle to be overcome, it is hard not to constantly think of yourself.
That said, effort and opportunity to find outcomes, not potential. Whether it is the opposition or life.
Dad says it is effort and opportunity that determine outcomes, not potential, whether it is in this operation or life.
I know even if they go well, many obstacles will remain, but maybe a few less.
I know that even if this operation goes really well, many obstacles will remain, but maybe a few less.
No one will ever mistake me for normal. but maybe I'll be a little closer.
No one will ever mistake me for normal, but maybe I'll be a little closer.
For people like me, but look at once in a while, but there are no sunny beaches or blue sky, only wet sea.
For people like me, the sun pokes its head out once in a while, but there are no sunny beaches and blue skies, only webbed feet.
That said, the truly brave understand this. No fear, feel pain. Still the alien. I will speak of this no more. It's time to carry on.
Dad says only the truly brave understand risks, know pain, and fear pain, and feel pain. But still, they carry on. I will speak of this no more. It is time to carry on.
Few quick words about Will and also Adeana. Adeana, thank you for helping us out. And Will, we all had an extreme honor telling your story. From now on, people who have watched this will no longer be able to look at their lives and say, I am so hard, because now they know your struggle, what you have to go through every day. And I think we're all better people for it. Thank you for everything, and you're an amazing director.
The earth shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbear